Hello there. This is an astrology forecast for Taurus for August 2010. This also applies if you have a Taurus ascendant. So my Taurians, this month is going to focus on your home, your family, your base, your creativity and any children you have, and bringing out the child in you, and also on your work for a change. Your work and your finances and your money, Taurus. So quite a lot going on for you. Try not to dig your heels in. Try to go a little bit with the energies. There's a lot changing planetary wise on our planet right now. So we are all having to learn in one way or another to go a little bit more with these energies, because so much is changing so rapidly. It's almost like we can't keep up with it. Some of us are trying just for grim death to hold on to what we know, and we are going to be forced out of our various comfort zones and forced out to be able to reach out to other people as well and not keep things too much to yourself. So Taurus, the sun is in your 4th house for much of this month, so good time to shine a light on your home situation. Are you happy with your home situation? How are things with your family? Are you feeling secure? Do you need to make changes there? Are you planning on moving? Then we've got many planets in the 5th house. The 5th house is the house of entrepreneurship. So for those of you that have been thinking for a while, I might like to go into business for myself, this month would be the month to start it off. I must tell you that on the 20th of the month, Mercury goes retrograde. So try to do all the planning before the 20th of the month if you are going to go into business for yourself. Any kind of networking, website preparation, contracts, legal stuff, anything like that before Mercury goes retrograde. Try as well any important communication you need to get done, any important message you want to get over. Do it before Mercury goes retrograde. Now alternatively, if there's something you don't want people to hear and don't want people to notice, then do it when Mercury is retrograde. So if there's something maybe that you've got to tell somebody that is painful, or you don't want to have to tell them, or you're wondering whether they're going to be very upset about it, well, wait until Mercury goes retrograde. Because during the retrograde, our mental processes are not quite as sharp. They're going inward more, and we're thinking more on an inward basis. That's why research is very good during that period. So if you haven't managed to get a business going and you really want to by the 20th of the month, then after that will be a great time for research, for finding out information, to doing your due diligence. And then when Mercury goes direct after the 11th of September, then you can go forwards again and really push yourself out there. For those of you looking for love, with Venus in this 5th house of love and marriage and romance, this could be a very good time for it. Certainly for meeting somebody new and for enjoying being with somebody and finding pleasure and finding somebody with whom you have common interests. Then for much of the month, we've got planets in your 6th house. Now I know for many of you with Saturn transiting this 6th house of work, many of you are finding it hard. Not easy, you're not maybe earning enough, your hours may have been cut back, you may even been made unemployed, and you're finding it difficult to find more work or even to expand your business, to grow whichever business you have. Just know that this transit means that you have to be patient. I know, Taurus, for the most part, you can be patient. You don't like it, but you can be. But you need to be patient with yourself and just plod away. You're good at plodding away, and just make sure that you're doing everything properly. You're not taking any shortcuts, and you're being very honest. You're acting with integrity at every step of the way, and eventually things will start to open up. With Venus and Mars in that house as well of work, this is a good time for anything connected with healing, with health, and also with service, for helping other people, maybe for volunteering your services somewhere where you feel that you can do some good and you can contribute. This will be a very good month to look at ways in which you can help other people, maybe through some very difficult times, because there are a lot of people now going through some very hard times, and those of us that are stronger need to reach out to those who are weaker at the moment and try to help and lift them up into these higher vibrations. So we've got Pluto into your 9th house, still transiting there for many years. This means that you're working on your spiritual side, many of you. This spiritual side of you, wanting many of you to travel physically If not travel physically, then travelling in your mind, but travelling to the higher vibrations and a higher awakening of your consciousness. This will be a backdrop. Neptune in the 10th though, Taurus, I know many of you are still a little bit lost as to exactly where your career's going. It all seems a little bit foggy. Trust your intuition. Yes, you use your logic very well, but also remember to trust that creative side of you. It's a very creative month. A month for anything creative, for doing something with your hands, for doing something in a way that's new, that's unusual, that gives you real satisfaction. So there you have it, Taurus. It's a mixture of creativity, your work, and also maybe, possibly for those of you looking, meeting somebody, maybe even getting married. Thank you so many of you for sending in your questions. Your one question for $25. I so enjoy answering these questions, and so many of you may ask about love. Sometimes people ask about, you know, my boyfriend has dumped me for somebody else. Is he going to come back to me? Am I ever going to meet somebody I love? Is this career suited to me? Am I suited to this particular person? There's so many different questions you can ask, and I just encourage you to send them in, and no question is too silly or too impossible for me to work on for you. So if you are interested, please take a look at my website, and you may want a more in-depth reading. You can have 10 minutes, half an hour, and take a look, and please don't hesitate to get in touch. Thank you very much for listening. Bye for now.